Hi guys, this is Gloria Peterson, and I want to start by thanking you for coming tonight to support Karen and Jessica and Karen's launch. I'm really sorry I can't be there, but my day job is a teacher and we have our school dance tonight, so I'm not able to be there, but I am there in spirit and I can be on call if you have any questions. So let me get started with a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for 17 years. I live in New London. I have my husband of 17 years and two beautiful kids, a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old, both sons. And I am busy. I have a full life. I really love what I have, and I wasn't really looking for Rodan and Fields when Rodan and Fields found me. I was introduced to the business by my friend from birth. Her name is Julie, and she talked to me about last March, so a little bit more than a year ago, and I pretty much blew her off for the first year, for the first 6 months, I would say. And what happened was, in the summertime, my son Jack's acne was acting up, and I've suffered from acne my entire life, and we were taking him to the dermatologist, and nothing was really working for him. And so in about November, the beginning of November last year, I called up my friend Julie and I said, you know what, sign me up for what I need. I think it's time for Jack to try this, and I'm going to try it too. So we ordered the business kit and we tried it for 2 weeks, and Jack went back to the dermatologist and he didn't even reschedule a follow-up appointment. The products were working amazing for him. At that point, I was completely sold on the business and was super excited about what it was doing for our lives, and super excited to share with other people what it can do for your lives too. And so that's what I'm here for you tonight, to kind of share with you first about me and then about the business. I took notes because I've never done a video before, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing. I just don't want to forget anything because I feel like I'm talking to myself, really. If you tonight, have any of you heard of Rodan and Fields before Karen introduced you to it? Probably not. A lot of people in Wisconsin have not. But when I ask you this question, how many of you had heard of Proactive before tonight? Probably most of you. And like myself, I was a Proactive user in college. And you may have found when you used it or didn't use it that it worked for a little bit, and then over time it stopped working. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about the differences between Proactive and Rodan and Fields in a minute. Well, the same doctors that created Proactive also created Rodan and Fields. What they found were, their names are actually Dr. Rodan and Dr. Fields. In about 2002, the research, they're active dermatologists. There's actually a 3-year waiting list to get to see them. What they were finding is people were going to the dermatologist for more than just acne. People were going for sensitive skin, for dark marks, for brown spots, and everybody's going to get wrinkles. And so sorry, that's my dog. So what they decided to do was create a legacy company. Now, the doctors are billionaires. They didn't really need to do this, but they wanted to create a legacy company to help others with more issues than just acne. And that is where that's where Rodan and Fields came about. So what they did is in 2002, they launched their products into a high-end retail store, so like Nordstrom's and Macy's and things like that. And sales were doing very well, but what they were finding was most of the sales were from customer recommendations. Kind of like if we have a new restaurant in town and I say, hey, Jessica, this restaurant's amazing, you need to go. That's what was happening. People were coming in and noticing other people's skin, and friends were telling them, you know what, you need to try this, and you can find it at Nordstrom's. So that's kind of what was happening. The doctors started to look at this and think, hey, there's something more to this. So what they decided to do, they took a huge leap of faith, but in 2008, they decided to take the products out of high-end retail. Now here's what they thought. I live in New London, Wisconsin. We don't have a Nordstrom's anywhere nearby. And what they decided to do was to make it universal so everybody could use it. So they took it out of the high-end stores, and then they took a look at, okay, what do people not like about direct sales? Well, we don't like the parties, we don't like inventory, we don't want to collect money. We don't want to do any of those things. Frankly, I wouldn't even know. I've never sold anything before besides ice cream, and that was in high school. So they took away all of those things people don't like about direct sales and the parties and all of that stuff, and they created this company. So they took it out of those high-end stores in 2008, and we had $3 million in sales. Now you fast forward to 2015, and we had $624 million in sales. That's insane. We had a 106% growth rate a year. Now, if you compare that to like McDonald's or Subway or any other, even Estee Lauder, if you have a 5% growth rate a year, the company is thrilled. Now, Rodan and Fields has 106% growth. It's amazing. We are only in the United States and Canada right now, and we are launching into Australia this fall, which is really super exciting. But the ultimate goal is to be in all 180 countries that Proactive is in by 2025. So we are really at the beginning of something absolutely fantastic. And their decision has obviously paid off. What they also decided to do was their motto is to seriously change your skin and change your life. So whether you're interested in learning more about your skin, fixing your skin, or if you're interested in the business model, that is what the doctors are here to do. They want to change your life, and they're going to help you every step of the way to do that. We have zero money in our advertising budget from corporate office, so everything, now that you've heard of Rodan and Fields, you're probably going to see it on TV, you're going to see it in beauty magazines, on the Oprah show, on Ellen, and that's all free advertising. We are being advertised because our products are amazing, and the beauty editors are noticing that and putting it free press. So all of our press is absolutely free. Also very exciting. So now what's really, really super exciting, we had been number 4 in premium skincare behind Estee Lauder, Clinique, and Lancome. Just in April, it was just released that we have moved to number 2 overall in premium skincare. Now the other 3 companies that I mentioned are all in high-end retail stores. They are not direct sales, so that speaks volumes for our company. Okay, we have moved to number 2 only behind Clinique, but we moved to the number 1 spot for premium acne and premium anti-aging, which we are super thrilled about. Can you imagine where we're going to be in another year, in another 5 years? It's absolutely incredible. Now, I kind of want to share a little bit about you. We are not, as consultants, we are not doctors, and we're not going to pretend to be doctors. As a consultant, you have a network of professionals. Everybody on our team, we have nurse anesthetists, we have nurse practitioners, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have teachers, we have, you name it, we've got it on our team. We have many connections that we can talk with. We have doctors on call through Rodan and Fields that we can ask questions with at any time. But we have something called a solution tool. And what we'll do with you is we will do a solution tool which will recommend products for you to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, and Jessica, I'm going to let you discuss the 4 different regimens that we have along with our amped roller. And I'll pause it and we'll get back and I'll share the second part with you if that sounds okay. All right, guys.